Nestled among the skyscrapers of midtown Manhattan stands a little white clapboard cottage, a symbol of calm and peaceful country life on one of New York's busiest thoroughfares. This pygmy among the giants is not the whim of an eccentric millionaire. It is placed in its unusual location to acquaint busy New Yorkers with what is new in small house construction and decoration. To the many who visit it daily, it brings a lifelike picture of the benefits to themselves and their families of a quiet place in the country. It exposes the busy businessman who inspects it at lunch hour to the influence of a charming residence such as he might own. All is serene in the model home living room, though traffic roars outside. When visitors pass through each of its delightfully furnished rooms, they are impressed again and again by the air of peaceful comfort and efficiency that prevails. The modern kitchen is a revelation to housewives, and the tiled laundry is a dream of domestic efficiency. Inside and out, this little house is a model of charm and beauty. It is a silent salesman for better housing, a suggestion for the house that you may build under a National Housing Act insured mortgage. This sign means modernization of business property, an activity for which you can borrow up to $50,000 under the National Housing Act. Here is one such sign in an old grocery store, and this is what happened. The modern front attracts new customers, means more profits. This old tenement was anything but a credit to Philadelphia until it was modernized. It is now a handsome apartment building leased at much higher rent. The owner of this store is an old-time druggist, but not an old-fashioned one, as this remodeling job indicates. The cost of this operation is rapidly coming back in increased business. This double house was unrentable until it was modernized. Today it is a completely modern building suitable for a club, a small hospital, or a library. The street in Boston where these old houses stood was once a residential district, but the business district grew up around it. Through modernization, the houses were converted into an office building. From a dreary debit, they became an active asset to the owner through remodeling. And Alma Mammy was a sad girl indeed in this dilapidated fraternity house. But rah-rah and a couple of boolahs, what have we here? A completely up-to-date house. Behind the mask of this ugly Victorian dwelling is a charming colonial-type home. Let's watch it evolve as the bric-a-brac is stripped off. First, down come those top-heavy chimneys, and we find lower ones of white-painted brick. Now let's get rid of the overemphasized dormers, the useless tower, wide overhanging cornice, and the cast-iron fence on the roof. Rip them all off, and we find a roof with simple dormers and a narrow colonial cornice, letting far more sunlight into the bedroom. The second floor really requires little change. The old octagonal tower at the corner comes out and new sash goes into the windows. Some white paint on the bricks finishes this floor. But the first floor takes on an entirely new appearance when we remove the porch and the porte cochere. In a modern house, a porch or terrace in the back, away from the road, is more quiet and comfortable. Now if we add a simple colonial doorway, replace the old flower beds with suitable shrubbery, and wrap the whole thing up in a white picket fence, we find that the house of the gay 90s has gone completely 1935. The construction of the Empire State Building, the highest in the world, was a tremendous project. But it is small indeed by comparison with this composite house, which represents our national need for new and improved homes. The construction and repair of these homes will employ over 4 million men and consume vast quantities of materials. Billions of feet of lumber will go into these structures. Countless numbers of bricks will move from brickyards into the hands of bricklayers. Miles and miles of wire will unroll. A seemingly endless stream of bags of cement will pour forth to all points of the land. And steel mills will join with these other industries in producing more and more materials, employing more and more men on this enormous construction project. The walls of our homes will be made more cheerful by millions of rolls of wallpaper. And inside and out, houses will be brightened by a veritable ocean of paint. Stone quarries will swing into greater activity to produce the thousands of tons of stone required. And to let the sun shine into this new America, square miles of glass will be used. Thousands of carloads of every conceivable kind of building material and equipment must be transported, used in this vast undertaking, the largest construction job in the world. It was to make possible this renewed activity and greater employment that the National Housing Act was passed.